we buy it and where we spend our money. So there are many problems, and this an interdisciplinary approach is the best way to look into these issues there um, because the you know the economy needs to do better year after year. If you've ever worked for a business, it's always what were our projected sales from last year, and what are they doing now, and how can we do better than the year before. The same way with GDP, and this is a really competitive economy. And so, competitors and producers are looking for a competitive edge. So they've gone into on websites, and the information that we um, the information that the cookies that we um, are produced when we start to search sites and look for products that we want is now their property. There's something that they can track and log, and we it since an unethical behavior has been a problem in this economy. We don't know exactly what they are doing with that information, and are they building profiles on us? Are they selling it and trying to make a dollar, or you know so it's still information that as consumers we didn't click a button to say that this is okay. We didn't. We feel that this is our information, and then the company also feels that this is their information. So we need to look into a way to solve this problem, and ultimately have producers sell products, and consumers still consume without this invasion of privacy on the internet. And one way we can do that, we get a glimpse of that. In 1994, there was a movie called Demolition Man, and in that it was set in the future. Excuse me. And Sylvester Stallone is thawed, and he's a police officer headed to the precinct, the futuristic precinct. And in the car, they're listening to the radio, and on the radio is playing just old timey commercials. It's the way that they spend their time in their car now. Instead of listening to music, they're just listening to commercials, and that's where we can start. Just having a media outlet just for products that we can purchase or might be interested in. We'll be able to go online, build our own profile, and set what we want to be sold. And then, if we end up buying that product, we can take that off. There's always been times that if you use the internet enough, that you'll see you were looking to buy something, and then you bought what you needed, but then you go to another site, since the cookies are being tracked. They're still trying to sell you that same thing, or they might be trying to sell you something similar, which you don't need. And there's nothing more frustrating than someone trying to sell you something you absolutely don't need. So looking into that solution there, we look into this solution should work for us because we use psychology and give the consumer autonomy, the right to choose. Do we want to be sold to, and when do we want to be sold to, and can I just tune to that station? Can I uh, just use certain sites that are marked as all right? They're gonna they're this is an information sharing site, and my information will be shared, and we can look into just having that open dialogue and not wonder where our information is going and what they're doing with our information. We need um, um, transparency so that information can be known, and that way a better understanding from the customer will help this be a success. Um, there are problems with using coming up with this solution that if we're going to allow um, our information to be out there, then we have to be promised a certain level of security. And one way to ensure that is to have companies that do decide to share have to register with FCC and have to have certain regulations met before they're able to collect data and build profiles. We can make this a something that is very costly, but in doing so, we allow the competition to remain the same for sites that choose not to share sites. Those share information. Those sites will be able to have ads and product placement, but won't be able to build profiles and won't be able to store our cookies and ultimately sell that to someone else to make a dollar or influence our decisions. And um, and these are all ways that we can come up with solutions, and these are ways that we can have autonomy, and one way to look at and to market something like this is, if a customer has the decision to give out information, we feel better about it. When it's our choice, when it's something that we've decided that we wanted to do, a consumer will feel a lot better about it, more trusting, and it's something that we are more likely to take advantage of. And with and what the producers will be able to do is look into those profiles and market to what we currently need, what we will need in the future, and ultimately provide a better service for them and for us. So this is has been my thesis, and thank you.